Betsy Harvey with Betsy Harvey Inc., your personal communications headquarters for confidently communicating your personal brand story in your work and in your life. Welcome back to summer camp. We are in the third week of the 3 C's that you need to succeed. Now, the past 2 weeks we covered confidence and courage, and this week I want to talk about charisma. Now, charisma is that thing that really draws people into someone's personality. It's that spark. It's that thing that everybody wants. And typically politicians are the ones that we think of that have charisma. They have a vision, they share it, they compel us to believe that our lives will be better if we buy into their vision. They are incredible public speakers, and they certainly have key skills that we all could learn so that we're more charismatically promoting who we are as people and getting our personal brand and our story out into the world. Today, I want to share with you 5 things that you can do to be more charismatic with your personal brand. Guys, you don't have to be famous. That's not what this is about. This is about being able to use your confidence, use your courage, and being able to promote your vision, whether it's you in a job interview, whether it's you as you network or make new friendships, perhaps it's a personal relationship. In other words, I want you to be able to get to a place where you feel so good about who you are, what it is you're called to do, and what you deliver, that you have a natural disposition for charisma with who you are and what you're sharing with the world. So let's get started. First, you gotta have a vision. So every charismatic speaker or leader that you hear has a vision, a pitch, a platform, something that they're trying to share with you. They are sharing with you this concept that makes you know and believe that your life will be better as a result of their vision, that the status quo is not acceptable, that they have something to offer that is going to truly improve your life. That's the connecting point. So, for example, when you go into a job interview, or you're seeking a promotion, or you're pursuing a new relationship, or you're developing a stronger network of friends or professional colleagues, you have to be able to impart a vision that connects with these people, because you need to be able to share with them why their world will be different because you're in it. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is have a vision and be able to share that platform effectively with your audience. Your audience, you're going to need to know them. You're going to need to be able to connect with them. Know their needs, know their concerns. Understanding their problems and how you can solve them is a big part of it, especially in business and especially as you go into job interviews. Now, I know this is kind of job interview 101, but here's the thing. To be more charismatic, if you understand their needs and you can provide a solution, not only is your vision and platform more credible, you are able to build a connection with them that makes them want more of you. Taking risks. Look, taking risks are going to be key to becoming more charismatic. You're going to have to step out to your edge and up another level. Whether that means that you hand deliver your resume and actually meet somebody in person, or maybe you walk across that crowded room where you need to pull in your confidence and courage and walk up to somebody that you think is here. Now listen, we're all human beings and equal in God's eyes, but when it does come down to real life, we do have an internal human compass that tells us, oh, I couldn't possibly talk to that person, or oh my gosh, they're so unreachable and unattainable. It's just not true. You have to try. Just don't have any expectations and be prepared for anything. In other words, take some risks so that you are able to be more charismatic in your approach, to be more connecting with your audience. A risk can be a good thing as long as it's a healthy one. Passion and gestures. Oh my gosh. Now, obviously, I tend to be fairly enthusiastic and passionate about personal branding. I'm so compelled in my life to talk to you about why your calling, this God-given calling you have, is so important to put into action. And I've always talked with my hands. Now listen, there are easy ways to learn how to be a little bit more charismatic. And all I got to tell you is gestures can make all the difference. It's something that I kind of just do, but it is something that you learn. And it's learning to use emphasis with your hands, with your eye contact, with how you raise your eyebrows. But you know another thing that's super important in the same bucket of gestures and passion is listening. It's amazing how a charismatic leader will stop and listen. It's just not always about talking, is it? So if you want to build up your charisma, another thing that you really do need to spend some time on is your passion, your eye contact, your gestures, and your listening. Emotion. I know. Workplace, emotion. We're not supposed to be emotional. Yes, you are. Emotion is how we hook people. Seriously, when you go buy a Coca-Cola, are you buying it because it's a brown, bubbly liquid in a bottle? No. You buy Coca-Cola because it's refreshing, or maybe it reconnects you with your childhood, or maybe it makes you happy, or maybe it gives you that spring in your step. You're rarely buying Coca-Cola or any other product just because. The same is for you. People aren't buying into you just because you're another human being. They're buying into you. So it's very important that there is an emotional connection with the audience that you are trying to target, whether it is a prospective job interview, whether it is a networking opportunity, leadership opportunity, relationship opportunity. Look, there's something you're selling, guys. Your personal brand story and who you are when you are on fire is what you're selling. That you are the product. You are the emotional connection. How are you going to help alleviate their fears? How are you going to make them feel more whole? How are you going to make them feel happiness? So get the emotional connection going. And I really believe that if you do these 5 things, you're going to be a more charismatic person, and your personal brand story will be filled with charisma that is far more attractive than if you hadn't tried to build up your charisma at all. So now it's time to take action. I want you to take these 5 things. I want you to keep them in mind. But this is one easy task that you can take. I want you to think of one person that you think is charismatic that you look up to. This person does not have to be famous. Sometimes that's easier because you may be able to find more footage or ways to observe. But I want you to take the time to observe. That's exactly what I want you to do. Find someone that you find to be charismatic, that you connect with, who has hooked you on their vision, who has passion, who uses the proper amount of gestures, that brings you in with emotion, and someone who takes risks. Something about this charismatic leader connects you. Observe this person. And then I want you to make notes of the skills that they're using. Now, I'm not saying imitate or copycat necessarily, because then you won't be authentic. You are your own person. But is there something that they have that you could model or tweak to suit who you are that would make you more effective when you go on your job interviews, your networking events, when you meet new people? Whatever it is where you are personally putting you are the product, you and your personal brand story out there. What are these people doing that you could do too? So that's my only assignment for the week. Find someone who's charismatic and observe them. Then jot down those skills that they have, and maybe think of ways that you could tweak them to serve you as well. That's it for this week. This has been a great series on the 3 C's that you need to succeed. Thanks for being here. It's always an honor. And remember to hashtag Betsy Summer Camp 2015 for anything that you do so that we can keep track of all the awesome things that you're doing. And I look forward to seeing you here next week. I'll see you at Betsy Harvey Inc., Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hope you're enjoying your summer still. See you next time. Be well.